Introducing first, he has been around here for a while now. He is the hardcore horse, Tim Strange.
You can say Hoss again, that's right ladies and gentlemen, Tim Strange is back here in Box Arena. Tim Strange, the hardcore horse, 7 foot tall, 6 feet wide, over 400 pounds of longhorn beef.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, he is the artist, formerly known as Chris Masters. He is Chris Adonis.
Surely not. It can only be myth. It can only be legend. It can only be Chris Adonis, ladies and gentlemen, making his Box Arena debut, a former 2-time NWA heavyweight champion. The man who loves to make an entrance, Chris Adonis. Ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about heavyweight wrestlers, there are 2 images that come to mind. One is Chris Adonis, the sexy Jesus. And the other is the Canadian cowboy, the hardcore horse himself, Tim Strange. Tim Strange is a former Target heavyweight champion, and he has a Colossus contest ahead of him this evening. It has been at least over a year since I have seen Tim Strange picked up by anybody, and I mean anybody, in Box Arena. But this evening, we have a man, not just a man, a sexy Jesus Adonis that just looks like he might have the strength to take on the humongous frame of the hardcore horse Tim Strange. You might recognize Tim Strange from the viral sensation video, Wrestler versus Giant Bowl of Nachos. And Chris Adonis here, the bodybuilder, just posing away to appease the fans here in Box Arena. The hardcore horse is having none of it. And Box Arena seems to be having none of Tim Strange as he reluctantly goes down to a knee to capture that. Look at that side profile. Tim Strange is begging the photographer to capture here this evening. Listen to Box Arena. Tim Strange has been adorned the sexy cowboy by the locals here in Box Arena this evening. Seems to be in the presence of the sexy Jesus Chris Adonis. The bell has actually rung, and I can't believe I am so lucky to call a match of this heavyweight magnitude that will surely see the entire city of Carlisle shake at some point here this evening. Tim Strange pumps himself up or jiggles himself around. I don't know if he's trying to get loose or get tough. I'm not. Oh my! I don't think anyone paid to see Tim Strange jiggle his thing, but you got it for free, I suppose, as the hardcore horse pushes The sexy Jesus across the canvas. And oh, look out! Oh my God, the whole world just shook for a second there. Can't remember the last time the Hardcore Horse even ventured onto a rope in a wrestling ring. But showing his fact that he's going to be enjoying himself this evening against the much more nimble bodybuilder type that is Chris Adonis, but he gets just sort of shrugged off there by the Hardcore Horse. Tim Strange does remind me of a person that goes to Wagamama's and orders the katsu chicken curry. Simple man. But I'm sure it'll be a satisfying meal. Will Chris Adonis be a satisfying victory for Tim Strange here this evening in Box Arena? We are soon to find out as, oh my God! Adonis's hand almost disappeared. And look at this from the Hardcore Horse. Big body slam, center of the ring. Adonis down, and Strange is enjoying himself, misses wildly with the elbow, and Adonis to his feet first will look to take advantage. Stacks up Strange in the corner, and we're used to seeing Strange chop away at the chest, but it's Adonis this time chopping away at Tim Strange, who isn't used to eating these meaty chops. As Adonis now high on that second rope, and we're gonna count, guys. A big 10 from Adonis to Strange. And Strange swings, misses wildly. Adonis now, who could see the master lock. Oh my God, Strange had that well scouted. And that's the thing, when you've got a man the size of Tim Strange, is Adonis going to be able to apply the master's lock around that humongous frame? Sexy Jesus in no rush to tempt Tim Strange back into the ring. And these hard-working good people of Box Arena have paid good money here this evening. And they want to see a contest. And this contest has grown legs to the outside. The senior referee Jed is trying to keep some kind of handle on it. Huge, massive chop from Adonis to Strange. And uh-oh! It looks like we've got another sexy cowboy in the building as Adonis, whoa! Wild chop, Strange. Oh, eats post once again. The cowboy dons the cowboy hat and eats another chop from Adonis. Uh-oh. It looks like this match has grown legs. And if you want to get up and close to an artist formerly known as Chris Masters, you should get yourself a ticket to a Target Wrestling show, because we're amongst the fans here in Box Arena. Tim Strange wants his hat back. He wants his hat back. And he's finally got it there after threatening members of the Box Arena faithful. We've ventured back into the ring, careful. Oh my God, I believe that's just snapped in half there. The guardrail snapped in half under the impact, and I'm not surprised with the sheer strength and size of these two hardcore Adonises. That guardrail had no chance whatsoever. It's been decommissioned and it will be retired from action. Meanwhile, action back in the ring. Tim Strange reverses the tension and Adonis runs in to one of the meatiest Canadians he'll ever meet this side of Dumfries. Strange now, wearing the scars on his back of those hardcore contests. Into the corner, Strange is looking to put a stop to the momentum that seemed to be slowly building there. Forces Adonis into the corner. Strange has slowed this match down and he's going to club away at Adonis. Strange stalking his prey, and I don't think Adonis quite knew what he was getting into when he signed up to wrestle for Target Wrestling here. Surely nobody would gladly walk into a competition with Tim Strange. Was he biting his opponent there? I think if he was, the referee Jed soon put a stop to it. And now with that vice-like grip that Tim Strange has, keeping Adonis as grounded as he possibly can, keeping the big strong man down. under that humongous 400-pound frame, applying the pressure down on Adonis. And Adonis up to his feet, fights back. Good offense from Adonis. He's managed to force Strange into the corner. Tries to go buckle to buckle. Strange reverses the tension, and oh my God. Adonis collided with the turnbuckle like a car crash. And surely not, big splash from the Hardcore Horse. Flattens Adonis into the pin, and just a 2 count. The Sexy Jesus will not stay down. What could the Sexy Cowboy do about it? Strange now again applying that huge vice-like grip, forcing down as much of the pressure as he possibly can of his 400-pound frame, and drags Adonis down to his feet. And surely not again. We're going to see Tim Strange try and flatten Adonis once again. Oh, he manages to hit the headbutt as he rolls out the way. Adonis thought he probably did enough there to completely escape any of the contact. Still manages to eat some of the Longhorn's head. Referee Jed's count has been broken as Adonis is to his feet now. Strange struggles as well. Adonis, huge chop, big right, huge chop, big right. Great offense from Adonis as he has Strange against the ropes. Strange once again with that reversal, and Adonis dives into Strange. Doesn't quite take him off his feet, but forces him into the turnbuckle. Adonis now up on the second rope. Looks to fly with the double axe handle, but still Strange won't go down. Strange stays on his feet as Adonis tries once again to go into the turnbuckle, and Strange reverses. Choo-choo, here comes Tim Strange. It doesn't get any of the compact as Adonis gets the boot up, goes flying in off the top rope. What a collision. Adonis will go for the pin. Oh, Tim Strange has the wherewithal to know where the ropes were, reaches out and breaks the count. This contest continues, our first half main event here this evening, as Chris Adonis takes on Tim Strange. Adonis, will he go for the lock? Tim Strange fights out. It's going to be difficult to apply that lock to a man of the size of Tim Strange, as Adonis now is just having the life squeezed out of him. Tim Strange hangs on for dear life. Adonis rears his head, and strike after strike forces a separation, but Strange with an almighty show of strength takes out Adonis, and now Strange signaling for the end. He's going to look for it himself. Strange with a homage to the man he's wrestling with one arm and then the other. Adonis tries to put a stop to it. Adonis is fighting back with all the strength he can. Oh, what a big elbow, connects all of that onto Strange. Strange stumbles back into the corner, and Adonis off the ropes. Oh, walks into another body slam from Strange. Strange now stalking his prey with the vice-like grip, has him over the second rope. And what time is it, ladies and gentlemen? I thought we were going to see rodeo, but it doesn't look like it as Adonis stumbles up to his feet. The Cowboy's got his 10-gallon on and forces him back down over that second rope. And it's the embarrassment more than anything that the opponent suffers when it's rodeo time. As Tim Strange he just enjoys it too much, doesn't he? He just enjoys it way too much. Now signaling for the end. Tim Strange goes steaming in with a huge lariat into the corner. Strange now with Masters in the corner. Goes into the opposite turnbuckle with a lot of torque. Follows up with a big splash. And Adonis almost to the canvas. Almost enough to make the man crumble. And that referee Jed here checking on Adonis as he stumbles into the corner. Trying to communicate something, trying to check on him, trying to see if he's alright. Well, what's going on here? As he go into the opposite corner. Strange with Adonis. Forces him in, almost into the bull rope that he's set up on the other side of the ring. But it's Strange that eats the bull rope knot. And now Adonis has the abs hook. He's managed to apply the master lock. Adonis with the master lock. Tim Strange has nowhere to go, and that's the end. The bell has run. Adonis wins. Chris Adonis with the victory. Incredibly hard fought. He had to work for it here this evening. The hardcore hoss was not just going to step aside for Chris Adonis to take the victory. The hardcore hoss took everything he had, but unfortunately came up short as the sexy Jesus Chris Masters wins on his Target Wrestling debut here. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for subscribing. It's been a fantastic first half. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will know when the next Target Wrestling video appears on YouTube. Still to come this evening, Tag Team Championships on the line, and also the Heavyweight Championship on the line as well. Please keep up to date. Hit that notification button to see when those matches will be coming out.
Ladies and gentlemen,